All right, thank you, Jim, and welcome to another edition of Dinner and a Show. We have Foreman and Co. in studio. Going to mix in some live tunes, some MP3s as well off of their latest album, Highway 8. This is the lead single, Dirty Kinda Love, K1037. Great tune. You guys have that very rock heavy, but also I loved your bio that you sent me, which was we're a little too country for rock and roll, we're a little too rock and roll for country. Because as I listened to your songs after you've sent them to me, I kind of agree with that assessment. You're very you're too country for rock to be called a straight up rock band, but also too country or too rock and roll to be a straight up country band, which kind of lands you in that folk area. But I like it.
Well, that gives us it's a specialized market, right? Slipping through the cracks.
I
We're
like
down
that.
there in the cracks,
absolutely.
man.
So that is the voice of Tom Foreman, correct?
That's it.
He's going to be playing us some guitar this evening. Next to him, we have Matthew, also on guitar. And then over in the corner there, he doesn't have a mic in front of him, but he does have drums in front of him. And we're looking at Dave. And then over on the keys, we have Brooke. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
So this is Foreman and Co., and they're going to play us some live music. We're also going to mix in some of their MP3s as well off of their latest album, which is called Highway 8. I got to tell you, again, the songs that you've sent me, fantastic. Really, really good stuff.
Thank you.
And from everything I've read, you guys have pretty much mixed this down yourselves, which is not easy to do, and make it sound good.
yeah, it's a trick. This one... This album took a while. We had some band member changeovers a few years. Well, how long have you been 2 years now, you guys?
Dave,
Matt and Dave?
2 to 3 years, yeah.
So our fifth guy in, Steve, our bass player, he's not with us tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And Steve and I have been, we started this band with my wife, actually, in 2015. So we put out a few records, people coming and going, but this is pretty much the lineup now. So, yeah, that record, man... That was a labor of love. It all done in the home studio. I've got Studio Riviera Rouge, a studio that I run with my wife back out towards Hawkesbury.
Okay.
So all done in house, all mixed in house, all pulling my hair out in house. Yeah, so there you go, man.
We had a group in last week, and they said, I love the quote. It was like 1,000 hours of stress to produce a 2-minute song that you end up hating.
Oh my God! Yeah, because you listen to
Sums it up pretty good.
Oh, you listen to it and you listen to it, and then you walk away from it and you listen to it again. And I'd like to say the studio's soundproof. It's not. It's a home studio, so everybody in the house gets to hear it.
Yeah.
Wow. How I wasn't forced to go sleep in the garage, I don't know, but. It's done. There you go.
All right, we have Foreman and Co. for your dinner and a show. Now we're going to play for you Dirty Kinda Love. This is the lead single off of their latest album, Highway 8. It's right here on K1037.
Rushing in, got water to my bedpost, I got water to
dancing, Lord, and they're calling in the guard. Gotta play the hand you're given when they're dealing out them cards. Love is fate and hurricanes and all the stars above. For one of them is waiting for a dirty kind of love. But I've been damned if I do that, and I've been damned when I do. When push it comes to shove, gonna thank the Lord above. There ain't no damns or damnation gonna keep me away from you. Alright. You tell yourself it's over, and if push it comes to shove, you ain't never gonna fall again for that dirty kind of love. But I'll be damned if I do that, and I'll be damned when I do. When push it comes to shove, gonna thank the Lord above. There ain't no damns or damnation gonna keep me away from you. There ain't no damns or damnation gonna keep me away from you.
K1037, it's your dinner and a show. Dennis Stacey here, featuring Foreman and Co, who are in studio. Talk a little bit about their music, play us some live stuff, and we'll mix in some of their MP3s as well. That song, the lead single off of Highway 8, their album, it's called Dirty Kind of Love. Guys, we were just talking a little bit off air, but what do you have coming up? I know you guys do some live shows occasionally. You do have a pretty decent following, from my understanding, as well. So what do we have coming up?
Tens of followers. Tens of followers.
Yeah, no, sir, I'm just a little bit dazed. I'm kind of blown away by your studio monitors. I think we need to put those in Dave's van on the way home. No, we got we got some stuff coming up. I mean, this kind of band, you get some different, weird shows playing non-conventional things. Like we got a private event coming up this weekend, but the summer season really is when it picks up for us. We're heading off to Kingston in June. We're up in Deep River later on in July. There's the Lachute area, the fair season kicks in.
Okay, yeah.
So, we come into Montreal and play places. I actually don't have anything booked really until June. I got to get on. So if you're listening,
there you go,
and you need a Southern rock band, we're your band. Yeah, book us.
That's the whole point, right? So actually, let's get into that topic, right? Where can people find you in order to contact you, to book you? Do they contact you through social media? You have don't drop a number on here.
But I'm going to give Matt's number. No number. Everybody, this is Matthew's number.
But if you have maybe an email or social media that you'd like people to contact you through.
Yeah, for sure. Social media is definitely the way to get through to us. Obviously we've got the Instagram page, we've got a Facebook page. I had a web page for bands in the past, and I don't know, man, maybe it's just me, but they seem to be more work than we got out of it. So once we got hosting sites like Reverb Nation that actually run a pretty cool page. You can post your stuff. I'm not shilling for Reverb Nation, but you can contact us there. Easiest thing, though, perfect. Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah, Facebook, absolutely. So you can find these guys at Foreman and Co, and that'll be their band page, and you can message them directly there.
That's it.
Very cool. All right, we're going to get into another song here. We're going to go with Bipolar Girl, and then when we come back, we'll get into some live music from the band. All right, it's right here happening on K1037, your dinner and a show. Ooh, that was a sharp ending. K1037, Dennis Stacey with you. We got your dinner and a show. Foreman and Co. in the building. That was Brooke on the keys, but also taking over the lead vocals for Bipolar Girl. I wanted to talk to you guys about how the band came together. Most of you you said you had a kind of a band in and out, people kind of jumping in, going out. Now you got a full setup, four or five people line up. That's pretty steady. How did you all meet? How did you all get together, start playing some music?
Well, we met back in high school.
Okay.
So back in 1987.
Just before right after the earth cooled.
So yeah, we've played. We had a small high school band, and then after that we went our separate ways for school, etc. And then back in 2000 we put together a cover band called the North Road. And we had a great time at that. It lasted maybe 10 or 12 years. And then, we all had families, so we had different priorities at the time. And then, so Tom had started this band in 2015, you said?
Yep.
And then I joined along with Dave about 2 to 3 years ago.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
and Tom was my high school teacher.
Oh, really?
And his wife Anna was my elementary school teacher. But I've been with the band 5 years now.
Yeah.
Tom just kind of messaged me and was like, come to band practice. And I just never stopped coming to band practice. So
Brooke was she was the kid in school who, any shows that we were doing, she'd be like the key, right? Like she was always there, all rehearsals. I would say, Brooke, I need you to go learn like this list of songs, and she'd come back the next day and know them.
Oh, there you go.
Who does that? You know. So it was really a no-brainer. You know, after she graduated and was off, and the band needed. It needed a keyboard player, but it needed a female vocal. And my wife Anna was in the band for quite a while. But she's had other priorities. She's played some piano, but she's a horn player. She had her own things she wanted to do, and so when she stepped back, Brooke was the logical choice. And she's this right here. Here's the secret mix to the band. You could hear it in that last
Secret
tune.
sauce.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, and Steve too he's been along.
Yeah, well, Steve and I,
the whole ride.
our bass player Steve, who unfortunately is not with us right now, and I hope you're listening, Fingers. He and I put this band together in 2015. I had a band that kind of it had run its course. It did, it had kind of imploded, and it was a punk rock band. So I did what every punk rocker does when their band breaks up. You write a country album, right? So that's where this all came from.
Nice. Yeah.
And so it became Foreman and Co. because I did not want it called Foreman and Co. I didn't want it, like having your name attached to a band's a weird thing. I don't know how Eddie Van Halen did that, man. Maybe it was the money. I don't know. But when Matt's talking about the North Road days, we had that cover band. Wow, we were booked all the time, but they would always book it as the Tom Foreman band, which drove me nuts and probably drove them even more nuts. So it was, that's the band's going to be Foreman and Co. That was Steve's going to be Foreman and Co. At least, Steve, that's how I remember it.
It's just white knuckling the steering wheel right now.
He's yelling at the radio right now.
All right, let's get into a live tune. Whenever you guys are ready, take it away. Just let us know what the song is and get on into it. We got Foreman and Co. here for your dinner and a show on K1037.
All right, this is a song from the first album called The River Takes Another. My grandfather was a log driver on the Rouge River, and he used to tell me that river will kill you. So I wrote a song about it. River flows down like a redhead queen, pretty like you've never seen. 100 miles down from the north headwaters and places that I never been. Granddaddy tell tales of how they nail cork boots to the pine. When the log drivers both failed a man for a second, he'd fall in, he'd end up dying. He'd fall in, he'd end up dying. He'd fall in, he'd end up dying. From the cities to play in the waters, running rough parts in a raft. Laugh and tell tales how they tame that old river, see tougher waves in the bath. Now papers run stories how a man's gone missing somewhere along the way. So bow your head now, take a knee, cause the river took another one today. She'll take another one someday too. Cause the river's got a hunger like a redhead lover. Bow your head and bend your knees. The river's got a hunger, the river takes another anytime she please. Anytime she please. She'll take you if you let her, don't you ever disrespect her. Don't ever disrespect that lady's need. Bow your head and bend your knees. The river's got a hunger, the river takes another anytime she please. Cause the river's got a hunger like a redhead lover. Bow your head and bend your knees. The river's got a hunger, the river takes another anytime she please. Anytime she please.
anytime.
Anytime
That you please. Just take you one day to. Just take you one day to. Just take you one day to. River flows down like a redhead queen, pretty like you never seen.
K1037, your dinner and a show. Foreman and Co. in studio. Great job. It sounded really good acoustically. Is that a song you don't do normally acoustically, or is that an acoustic version?
It's more of an acoustic tune,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
songs change. Like when we're playing live, and depending on the venue and the situation, this song kind of comes in and out of the set a lot.
Okay.
It does kind of live in that acoustic zone, though.
Yeah, because normally you guys are more like amp, like you guys are playing a little heavier than what you're going to be be doing today for us.
That's just to confuse all the rock people, you know. So they're like, no, man, they're too country for rock.
No, perfect. I really enjoyed that. And beautiful voice, by the way, Brooke. Absolutely fantastic. And you have a very good voice for country music. It's excellent. We're going to go into a quick commercial break here. When we come back, we'll have more from Foreman and Co. We'll get into another live track from the band. And stick around. It's your dinner and a show.
This Thursday, K1037 presents an expanded evening of Radio Bingo. The winning starts at 6 p.m. with a super fast and super fun Kids Bingo. We'll play 5 quick games to win Easter baskets filled with goodies from Ganawagi Collective Impact, The Eastern Door, Yariwaze, Ganawagi Corn Poppers, A Slime to Remember, L&L Breakables, Astronomical Cards and Comics, Rapids Convenience, and Sugar Mama Creations. Remember, due to the holiday this Friday, our regular bingo is going to be played after Kids Easter Bingo, 7:30 p.m. on Thursday for this week only, from your big money radio bingo station, K1037.
Chevrolet Truck Month is a big deal. Test driving the 2024 Silverado 1500 during Chevrolet Truck Month is a big deal and unforgettable. And test driving the 2024 Silverado 1500 and taking advantage of our current offers during Chevrolet Truck Month is a big deal. It's unforgettable and what you should be doing right now. Your chance to get behind the wheel of a Silverado is finally here.
During Chevrolet Truck Month, get $6,500 in cash purchase credit on select 2024 Silverado 1500 models. Conditions apply. Details at ChevroletOffers.ca.
Hey, this is Eo. Join Paul and myself for the morning show brought to you by Club Voyage Pop Van. For your getaway to adventure, call 450-699-3737.
This is Julian Taylor. Are you a musical adventurer? The first of your friends to hear great new music? Then make sure you tune into my show, The Jukebox, every Monday night from 9 p.m. to midnight, right here on K1037. Your music friends will love you for it.
My name is Maureen O'Farrell, and I'm the Junior Princess for the Chateauguay Valley Heritage Association, and you're listening to K1037.
Yes, it's K1037 with your dinner and a show. We have Foreman and Co. in studio, and they're going to take it away with another live tune for your listening ship. Whenever you guys are ready.
All right, so this is South Grand Canyon State. You know, you got to be careful if you end up in a relationship or have a family member who's a songwriter, because they're going to pick all the bones of your relationships and write a song about it. So this is when my son got dumped.
Love you, bud.
And we were in Arizona at the time, so this is South Grand Canyon State. Highway 8, South Grand Canyon State, leaving California behind. Burning sun, heart in a hit and run, and I'm driving to get you off of my mind. Cut and fill through dark Fontana hills. Deserts don't have many things to say.
sun, caught in a hit and run, living through a summertime hangover day. Some kind of fool I must have been to think that I could ever win. But only a fool would cry, what kind of fool am I? Only the fool who ever tries to win. But if I gotta lose, you're still the one I choose. It's better to lose than to never try to begin. Main Street stores, they open up their doors to people just passing by. They're stuffed inside with remains of other people's lives, but they'll never see remains from you and me. Some kind of fool I must have been that I could ever win. But only a fool would cry, what kind of fool am I? Only the fool who ever tries to win. But if I gotta lose, you're still the one I choose. It's better to lose than to never try to begin. Up the hill, that flag is waving still, with the dog tags and a name. From the very top, the whole world seems to stop. It's like you cut me out of the frame. Some kind of fool I must have been think that I could ever win. But only a fool would cry, what kind of fool am I? Only a fool who ever tries to win. But if I gotta lose, you're still the one I choose. It's better to lose than to never try to begin. I said it's better to lose than to never try to begin. I said it's better to lose.
K1037, your dinner and a show is here. That's Foreman and Co. You can tell when a band has practiced harmonies because those are really, really well done. You mentioned lyrics at the top of the song. What's the writing process for the band? You had a really good song from Bipolar, which I'm assuming was written by Brooke.
It was not.
It was not.
It was not.
Really? Okay.
Brooke has not written any songs.
Yeah, Brooke has not written any songs yet. That's going to change. Yeah, the writing process. Well, a lot of it's been on me.
Okay.
That is definitely changing. Now the band is sort of, like, it's leveling out.
Finding that groove.
Yeah, and like the members of this band are the members of this band now, so we're kind of in the rehearsal room. Ideas are bounced around all the time. So rather than me sitting in a corner with a guitar going, well, I wrote a bunch of songs, it's becoming more of a collective. There's no doubt that the previous records, a lot of time it was me and the bass player Steve.
Okay.
At one point, this band was very much on life support system. It was just him and I, and we would sit and we would kick ideas around. And, we tried the Lennon McCartney thing, like let's write a swimming pool, except it wasn't a swimming pool. It was let's write about day drinking. Yeah, let's do that. Remember what that was like? But Bipolar Girl was an interesting one. I've been sitting on that song for years. At one point, my wife came into the room and said, "You should write a song using a falsetto." I guess I was doing something stupid in the house, which apparently does happen.
What?
Yeah, I know. What?
Come on.
Yeah, I know. So I wrote this song, Bipolar Girl, not really about anybody in particular, but, there's probably, maybe, I don't know. I'll just say nobody in particular. But then I didn't feel right singing it, first of all, in the falsetto, and secondly, it's mental illness it's not something to be taken lightly.
No, definitely not.
And I didn't really feel like, was it a jab? Was it the wrong thing? So I brought it to Brooke, and I remember asking her, like, what do you think? Would you feel comfortable singing a song like this? And
I loved it. I was like, yes, we need to start singing this now. And yeah.
And the rest is history.
And she kills it, man. It's so much fun to play. It's a great tune. It's got that sort of like fake ska thing in the middle of it. It's and it's kind of challenging for the band. Like when we were working on these tunes, getting this record together, it wasn't just all three chords and the truth kind of stuff.
Well, I can imagine, especially with that guitar solo right in the middle of the song there. That must be tough.
Well, it was probably a collective of about 38 takes. Tom was ready to kill me, I think, so I was like, no, let's do it again, and it went on and on for a while, and we ended up using, I think, the second take.
Yeah.
So that's the way it goes sometimes.
The perfectionist of the group, I got it.
Well, no, not really. Just wanted to, just try something new, try something different. Okay, that didn't quite sound right. Yeah. So and for the writing process, again, like Tom said, it's coming together. We're coming together as a unit.
Yeah.
So there's only a majority of the songs are written by Tom on this album, and then we've put others together too. And then like I brought things to the table. Steve has brought things to the table, and so has Dave and Brooke, and then we'll just piece it all together and.
That was kind of where I was going with this. When it's a jam session, right? Like lyrically, a lot of the time when it comes to a band, the task falls on either one or two members. But musically, especially if you have a full quartet in this case, or 5-piece for you guys, do you all mix and match, or does someone have kind of a melody in mind when it comes to the song already, or is it just like, hey, let's just strum until we find something that works?
Yeah, it's a lot more like that, actually. We'll get into the rehearsal room. Like we use the studio at home to practice, and everyone's coming in, and like shedding the day and settling in and plugging in the ramps and getting things going. And one of us will start. Sometimes it's Steve, sometimes me, sometimes it's Matt. And and everybody's kind of playing something different, and then you can this really cool thing happens where all of a sudden you just feel it start to drop into something.
Yeah.
And I've always got the recorder going on in the background. And then I spend the next day sifting through 3 hours of mostly nonsense. Like, oh my God, they have no idea the stuff that I edit out of it.
Yeah. A lot of talking.
Yeah. But yeah, you find those gems, and I'll still write songs off on my own, but I find like that's happening less and less. Yeah, I have the book of lyrics, like ideas. My phone here is like I'm scrolling through it, because I've written down every thought that pops into my mind, and so grabbing the book and trying to put a melody over top. But then there's a song that the band wrote.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the best way to do it, right? Like you said, sometimes now the lyrics, now that you guys are kind of a solid unit, that's going to come. That's going to come with just time and being together. And like you said, having life experiences is a big part of it as well. But if you're in a room together jamming and it's working, that's the best part.
That's the magic.
It's what we see from the beginning to the end of the process. So like Dirty Kind of Love was half the speed at the beginning, and then so it ended up being something totally different. So Happy is a song that we wrote back and I brought to the band at the North Road 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And from what it was to what it is today, 2 different songs almost. So really interesting.
We're going to get into that song, So Happy, right here. It's Foreman and Co. You're listening to it right here on K1037 for your dinner and a show.
Outside the sun is shining, I see a white cloud in the sky. Wake up, your friends are calling, Blue Nova's gonna be alright. Full house, that band is jamming, can you hear the music from outside? Kicked out, we had it coming, time for us to try and find a ride. I saw her standing by the speakers that night. Look back, the train is gone and the glass is good and dry. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Let's have a drink here, my friends. These good times will never end. I'm so happy. Last call, that song is playing before it closes for the night. Last chance, I've got to ask her if she'll come home with me tonight. I saw her standing by the speakers that night. Look back, the train is gone and the glass is good and dry. 'Cause I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Let's have a drink here, my friends. These good times will never end. I'm so happy. I saw her standing over there. I feel like I'm in my underwear. I know I'll ask her, I have no fear. All I have to do is kiss her. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Let's have a drink here, my friends. These good times will never end. I'm so happy.
K1037 with your dinner and a show. Dennis Stacey here alongside Foreman and Co. That song, So Happy. We're going to get into a little commercial break. When we come back, we'll have some more live music from the band for you in just a bit.
This is Julian Taylor. Are you a musical adventurer? The first of your friends to hear great new music? Then make sure you tune into my show, The Jukebox, every Monday night from 9 p.m. to midnight, right here on K1037. Your music friends will love you for it.
Here are this week's MCK Job Ops. Human Resources is seeking an employee relations specialist. The OCC needs an office and project support assistant. And Daily Transportation is hiring 3 school bus drivers. For full details and documents, check out gunawaga.com/jobs.
Join us every Friday night for the hottest game in town, Radio Bingo, right here on 103.7 FM, K1037, your favorite community station. Sponsored by the Rail Coal Fire Bistro, located at the Playground Complex on Route 138.
Radio works for a variety of reasons, like reach.
I'm Kalina Perriard from the marketing department, and I want to help you grow your business. Send me a note at kalina.kradio@gmail.com or call me direct at 514-916-4363.
Call K today, 514-916-4363.
This is Samara O'Gorman, Queen of the St. Patrick's Day Parade for Chattagee, and you're listening to K103.7.
Down to the river, trying so very hard to be. Lord, I spent my whole life winding up this old coiled spring inside of me. I did not come here for forgiveness. I did not come here on my knees. I did not come here for to confess my sins away. I only came here for to see. Down to the river, down to sea. Down to the river, from my own two eyes to see. So I went down to the river, not to seek salvation for me, but to let the waves wash me away, Lord, and set me free. I did not come here for forgiveness. I did not come here on my knees. I did not come here for to confess my sins away. I only came here for to see. Down to the river, down to sea. Down to the river, from my own two eyes to see. So I shift my heavy cross to bear on the path set out for me. I was not seeking my redemption, no, but she was waiting there for me. Down to the river, down to sea. Down to the river, for my own two eyes to see. Down to the river, down to sea. Down to the river, for my own two eyes to see. For my own two eyes to see. For my own two eyes to see.
K1037, it's your dinner and a show. Got Foreman and Co. in studio playing us some live music, mixing in some of their recordings off of their latest album, Highway 8, as well. Great job. Really good stuff. I really love the live stuff. I really love the recordings. It's very well done. I could tell you guys at least know what you're doing, which is really, really nice.
Well, that's much appreciated. That's the kind of high praise that we're looking for.
I'm glad you think so.
I don't have a mic.
So we do have another song to get to, which we will in a short time. But before we do, is there anything you guys want to get out there, let people know about the band or anything in general before we close up the show?
Well, sure. I mean, you know, it certainly helps coming into a place like this and maybe seeing some hits going up. We're on Spotify. I know that the whole Spotify issue that
we hate
bands
it.
have.
We hate it, but it's the place to be for your music.
It's where it's got to be. So it's on Spotify. It's on Apple Music.
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
And occasionally, you know, we'll get a check for 18 cents, which, you know, which is ironic because you saw the band that brings the most gear ever to every gig roll into your studio today. But, you know, look us up on social media. We love to come out and play. It's obviously it's what we live for. The money in it that's not the issue. Although it'd be nice, like, you know, big fat recording contract, sure, that'd be sweet. But no, you know, it's when you go and you play original music, right? Yeah. And you find out that people actually do want to listen to it. There are people who are looking for new music, and when they show up, man, that lights the place up. Like, and you know, when we play a place like Barfly on Saint Laurent, that's a hoot, man. because you put 20, 30 people in a place like that, it's packed.
Yeah.
And it's
good
sort
energy.
It gives you back. It gives you back everything you're putting into
Yeah.
it. And speaking of giving, we want to let you guys know we brought you a bag of merch. So we've got some shirts and some CDs and pins and stickers. And
Got a swag bag.
My cat might have been in there too. If you find him, I'd send him back to me.
We'll do a mini giveaway too for those listening on the afternoon ride tomorrow. So if you tune in with me, I'll let you know when to call in, and we'll give away some of this Foreman and Co. Merch and stuff, and hopefully we'll have a fan rocking a T-shirt or two.
Sweet,
thanks.
All right, before we jump into the final song here, which is Front Porch by the band. Last thing, if someone wants to book the band, where do they find you? It's Foreman and Co. on social media, so I'll just spell it out just in case, although it's pretty standard. Foreman and A-N-D and Co. C-O. Find them, hit them up, book them. They have all summer free. We can get them at some events. All right? Let's get into Front Porch. This is Foreman & Co. right here on K1037. It is your Dinner and a Show.
Sitting on your front porch, waiting on the sunrise. I got a picture of your pretty face featured in my mind's eye. Silhouette against the darkened sky, your memory is burning bright. Sitting on your front porch, waiting on the sunrise. And off towards the east, I watch the darkness start to fade to light. I've been sitting on your front porch, I've been sitting here the whole night. Walked you home and you were drunk, you wanted me to stay the night. Now I'm sitting on your front porch all alone because it wasn't right. Sitting on your front porch, waiting on the sunrise. I got a picture of your pretty face featured in my mind's eye. Silhouette against the darkened sky, your memory is burning bright. Sitting on
K1037, Foreman and Co. in studio for your dinner and a show. And that about wraps it up. But once again, Foreman and Co. is the place to go. Check it out if you want to find this band and book them for whatever event you have, bar, venue, whatever it is. Find them on social media, hit them up, get them in there. Really great live, really great recordings as well. Just give you some time here to say your goodbyes, and thanks for coming in.
Well, thank you very much, Dennis, for having us in. This has been a hoot, man. It's been a really good time.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Everybody, take it easy, and we'll be back next week with another dinner and a show. Mick Jagger's on the way.